Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can change the speed of your video. You can speed up your video by 2x or 3x or 4x, or slow down your video by whatever amount you want. So that's what we will be looking into this. So firstly I'll show you guys the output. Now make sure you run this output on a real device. It won't work on a simulator. So that's the first thing. So what I will do first is I will just click on select video over here, and here as you can see I have one video which is 15-second long. Now if I just quickly show you my code, later on I will explain you in more detail. I am passing the speed factor as well, and here you can see the speed factor is 2. So so if this is 15-second long video, it should be around once the transformation is done, it should be around 7 to 8 seconds long. So I'll just select this video. As soon as the video is selected, the transformation start taking place, and as you can see the video duration is now just 7 seconds long. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. If you want, you can just change this particular speed duration to less than less than the normal duration as well. Like if I can do 0.5 as well, and if I just run this application, I'll show you guys the output one more time. Now let's just wait for this app to load. So once the app has been loaded, again I'll do the same thing. I'll just click on select video, and then I'll pick the video, and it will automatically apply this particular transformation on that video. So I'll just click on select video. So this is 15-second long video. I think it should be now 30-second long if I'm not mistaken. So here you can see it is almost 30-second long video, and if I want, I can save this video to the Photos app as well. So if I click on save video, I'll just give the app the Photos app access, and if I click on save, here you can see I'm getting video saved successfully. And if I want, I can just go to the Photos app, and here you can see the last video which is saved is 30-second long. So let's see how to do this in iOS. So firstly I'm using UI kit. If you want, you can use Swift UI as well. Doesn't really matter because the UI logic is very minimum. I just have 2 buttons. First thing first is you will have to go to info.plist, and you will have to add this privacy photo library usage description. This is only required if you are planning to save the video to the Photos app. Otherwise this is not required. So yeah, if you are using that, you will require this particular permission. The second thing is this particular code which I have written only works on iOS 18 and above. Now I know this might be deal breaker for a lot of you, but the reason why I have picked up iOS 18, like I have the code to work it on below iOS 18 as well, but the problem is if you are using Swift 6, it will cause a lot of problems. Like I don't know how to resolve the Swift 6 concurrency issue. That's why I have just targeted iOS 18 so that my code will be future proof even if you upgrade it above iOS 18. So that's what I have done. So to upgrade to iOS 18, you just have to go to your project, and here you will have to select iOS 18 over here. Once that is done, just come back to your view controller, and here I will just show you the code. So I have imported Photos UI as well as AV kit. Photos, you have to select the video and save the video. AV kit to play the video. Here I am also extending PHPicker view controller delegate. So here as you can see I have just created a select video button. Then here is our save video button as well. Then here I have created an AV player view controller. This final URL I will tell you later about. This is the file manager, because once we do the speed up the video or slow down the video, we need to save the video in some location temporarily. Like we are not saving directly to the Photos app, so that's why. Then here we are adding both the videos to our parent, both the buttons to our parent view. Then here I am setting up the constraints. Here I have added click listener to all to both of our buttons. Then for setting up constraints, I have just set up constraints something like this: save video as well as select video button. Then once the select video button is tapped, we just create a PHPicker configuration. We set the selection limit as 1. We filter by videos, and here we just set another PHPicker view controller. We set the delegate to it. Here the model presentation style is full screen, and we present our picker. We'll come back to this method later on. So once this picker is presented and the user selects a video, the callback comes over here. So this method is already present inside PHPicker view controller delegate. I have not defined this by myself. So once the user picks a video, the callback comes over here. Now here I have defined a callback called wrap up. Just for now, remember that it takes a URL as well as an error. So once we have the video picked by the user, what basically we are doing is that we are saving that video to temporary location, because we don't have the access to the Photos app yet, right? So we need to store that file to some temporary location. So that's what this all code is about. So again, this is not really the main tutorial, so I won't go into the details. Even I have copy pasted this code from GitHub. So yeah, this is the code for saving the file temporarily. So I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like. So at the very end, if the file is saved successfully, here you can see we call our wrap up callback, pass our destination URL. In case if there is any error, we pass that as well. So this, once the file has been saved, it will come over here, okay, to this callback. Then we dismiss our picker, and then we call handle we pick video result. So if you see, handle pick video result is over here. So if we have a proper URL, then we just use this task, because this change playback speed method is of type async await. That's why we have to use a task. So I'll show you this change playback speed method in a bit, but it takes a URL as well as a speed factor. And here is our updated URL method, updated URL variable. So I just assign it to our final variable, because this will be used for saving the video. And once we have that, we just play it inside our AV player view controller and start playing our video. So yeah, that's it. Now coming back to the change playback speed, it takes a video URL as well as a speed factor. I'll just make this h2 again. Okay, then here is our AV URL asset. It takes an AVMutableComposition. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry. Here is our AVMutableComposition. Here you then we first load our video track, we load our audio track, then we get duration of our video, then we load the preferred transform. Here we insert the time range, like from 0 to duration of the video. Then we get the composition video track, we get the composition audio track, then we insert the time range for both our video as well as our audio. Then we just do composition video track dot scale time range, pass our time range, and here you can see we are doing cm time multiply by float 64, pass our duration, and here is our multiplier 1 divided by whatever is the speed factor. So here we are setting the preferred transform. Here we do the same thing for our audio track as well. Then here we create our export path where we want to save it temporarily. Here is our export variable. If file with same name already exists, remove that particular file. Then we create our AV export session. Should optimize for network use is true. Output file is mp4. Now this particular thing is only accessible from iOS 18. So we just do export session dot export pass our export URL as mp4. And here we just track what state the export is in. It is pretty quick, so we don't have to worry about too much of it. Now, like I said, this is only available from iOS 18. If you want lower version of iOS as well, you can uncomment this particular line of if clause, and then you can uncomment this particular line. So this will work for below iOS 18 as well. But again, like I mentioned, the problem is if you upgrade it to Swift 6, we get that sendable error, which I don't know how to resolve it. If you know, do let me know in the comments. But in the end, we just return our export URL back. So that's it regarding the transformation. Now for saving the video, it's pretty simple. So firstly, I will show you this particular method. So this helps us to get access to our Photos app. So that's what we are doing over here. And over here it did save video, so we just call that method. If we have the permission and if file URL is not equal to nil, then we just do ph photo library dot share dot perform changes, ph asset change request dot create request for asset from video, pass our final URL, and once it is successful, we just do video saved successfully, otherwise we print out error. So yeah, that's it. I'll simply scroll through this file again. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy the code, because I was jumping all over the place while explaining the code. But yeah, that should be it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.